Well, it is heating up once again, and we have a warm weekend ahead of us. But what are we looking at to start next week? 12 News meteorologist Chris Dunn joins us with your weather impact forecast.
Hi there. Yeah, good morning. It will be a very warm weekend, and we've already had some of this extreme heat, but we're in for another round. And that's why we have a weather impact alert kicking in tomorrow on Sunday through Tuesday, again between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. Those are the hottest hours of the day. Extreme heat, 112 to 115. We're going to be taking it into the danger zone. And we'll take that seriously, even for us here in the desert. Stay hydrated and get outside early if you're going to be doing anything outside. Here are the numbers, by the way. 110 today, but 114 on Sunday and 115 will tie our record on Monday. And we'll keep it in the 1-teens on Tuesday, 113, but it does get better from there on out in the rest of the forecast. We'll check that out in a moment. 108 in Chandler, Mesa, 109 for Tempe, and 110 in Phoenix on this Saturday, 107 in Deer Valley. How do those numbers play out as far as what is normal for this time of the year? 106 is the average high for this weekend. And then by June 30th, 107. And we keep that daily average high temperature of 107 all the way through the middle of July. So a couple of weeks of 107, that's the peak of our average high. And then it starts to come back down in August because typically the monsoon and more moisture in the air will result in lower temperatures. We finally drop below 100 degrees for an average daily high by September 20th. Hot, high pressure on top of us, and that's why we have the peak of the heat coming up tomorrow and on Monday as it sits right on top of us, keeping us dry and hot and keeping that moisture at bay. But you know, we often talk about during the monsoon the Four Corners high. And this will move into a position close to the Four Corners by Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So the circulation around this high and the circulation around low pressure along the California coast will act to bring up moist air from Mexico. This is our monsoon flow. This is the pattern change we talk about. With the monsoon, it is a pattern change. It's a season, not an individual storm. So our first signs of a real surge of the monsoon coming up on Thursday and into Friday, just in time for the 4th of July. Right? I know. So we'll be looking at a better chance, an increasing chance of rain, even for the valley. Higher amounts down here closer to the southern border across Pima County, but even getting into Maricopa County, we're looking at rainfall, maybe up to a ½ inch, quarter of an inch. This takes us through the next 7 days, so all the way into next weekend. For today in the short term, our monsoon meter, storm-free Saturday, we have zeros on the map, so it's way on that side. But more monsoon moisture stays in New Mexico. As it starts to move into the state, we'll probably be looking at 4s and 5s and maybe even some 6s later on in the week. 110 today in Phoenix. Whew, it's going to be a hot one, but even hotter weather is on the way. 100 in Globe, 87 at the Grand Canyon, and 109 in Quartzsite with lots of sunshine. Here's your Flagstaff 7-day forecast, and the monsoon really starts to kick into high gear starting on about Wednesday and Thursday with temperatures falling off into the mid-70s for the Flagstaff area. For the Valley 7-day forecast, 110 today. Our weather impact alert kicks in tomorrow on Sunday. So Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, we've highlighted these days in red. 114 on Sunday, 115 degrees on Monday, and then temperatures come back down as the humidity increases with that monsoon surge. It does come in surges, and we'll throw in a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms coming up on Thursday and on the 4th of July, Friday, with those highs only at 102 degrees.
All right,
Back to you.
Thank you so much, Chris. And definitely those peak hours of the day, be sure to stay inside if you can again.